Go into our revisited album. All right, I thought this would be a little fun, quick one. They said the top 5 things this guy's gonna tell the top 5 things you would get jacked for and you could die for in New York. But I want to do the top 5 in St. Louis.
Top 5 in St. Louis.
St. Louis things that you could die over clothing items wise. But you're gonna see his top 5 first, and then we can go on ours.
5 most dangerous vintage street fashion items to wear in New York City back in the day. I'm Ron the Retro, collaborating with Thurston Howell III. Number 5, Ralph Lauren Polo. During the late 1980s and 90s, Ralph Lauren Polo became highly sought after in New York communities of color, largely due to the influence of the Brooklyn-based Lowlifes crew who shoplifted polo clothing. However, if you wore certain polo pieces, such as the Polo Suicide Goose and Suicide Sweater, also known as the Suey Goose and Suey Sweater, you risk being robbed of them or worse. Number 4, Quarterfield coats. In the 1960s and 70s, Quarterfield coats was expensive, high-quality outerwear that was worn in the New York tri-state area. A lot of teenage boys were robbed, especially of corduroy coats with fur collars and lambskin leather coats. If you wore a Quarterfield coat, you had to be ready to knuckle up or get folded up. Number 3, truck jewelry. Truck jewelry such as fat gold rope chains, gold 2 and 4 finger rings, and gold medallions was a staple of the 1980s hip-hop scene. Whether your jewelry was real gold or not, that didn't stop the stick-up kids from robbing you. Number 2, sheepskin coats were one of the first luxury items in hip-hop, and they were expensive. If you were fortunate enough to afford one, you ran the unfortunate risk of being robbed of it. Female sheepskins too. You got stuck up too, boo. And at number 1, the most dangerous street fashion item to wear back in the days was Cazal eyeglasses. In the 1980s, wearing Cazal frames meant you could be robbed or even killed. Females were also targeted. On February 15, 1984, 17-year-old Henry Breedy was stabbed to death in Manhattan's Inwood section for his Cazal eyeglass frames. Rest in peace. Share your thoughts in the comments.
It's not about me.
All right. Now, what y'all think about their list, the New York list? Before we do,
was getting jacked for corduroy. You can't fight in corduroy.
No.
Like he's like, you gotta be ready to fight, nigga. I'm not fighting you in this corduroy ass jacket. We're gonna start a fire fucking around. Like that's you still.
So what's some 5 things in St. Louis when we were coming up that you was? It was like you was going out the door with it on.
Of course, Jordans, starter jackets.
I'll say starter jackets. That's what I was thinking. Starter jackets. Averex towards the end of high school.
Yeah, the Averexes. If you had some what was that expensive iceberg?
Oh, iceberg slim clothes.
The iceberg, yeah, because that shit was expensive. Or throwback jerseys.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about Triple Fat Goose coats.
Yeah, Triple Fat Goose.
You had like the legit, or like a Nautica coat, Tommy coat, polo coat, any designer bubble coat was up for getting jacked for. What about for the ladies, Stacey? What is anything you think?
I'm just here thinking. No, my first thought was I'm laughing because I watched Mama's Family early today. Benton was gonna move to New York, and she was like, "New York is full of they're gonna steal everything, and you're gonna get murdered." And just thinking about how just growing up, New York always seemed like this amazing place, but you were always told that it was so dangerous to go there. That if you go to New York, you are going to get mugged, you are going to get robbed. It is not safe to walk the streets in New York. It is not safe to ride the subway in New York. So for me, it was like, why the fuck would I go to New York then if like I can't just be there? So just even hearing that and just hearing like niggas was getting robbed for corduroy coats. Well, I'm glad my grandma was right.
But you know what? They were saying all that though, but then they'll say the same thing about the West Coast. Like, man, you go out there, you're gonna get shot. Don't wear this color.
You go to the West Coast. Now I go to the West Coast and I can't wear blue or red.
Sometimes purple. No purple. Sometimes depending on what part.
I just gotta walk around wearing gray and hope for the best.
Yeah.
So that was it. So you can't go to New York. So this is for people that are listening. We are Midwest folks, St. Louis, Missouri. We right damn in the middle. You can't go to New York because you're gonna get robbed and shot and killed, and you can't go to the West Coast to LA because you were going to get murdered for wearing the wrong color. You can't
and you gonna get caught in the drive-by shooting.
And you'll get caught in the drive-by shooting, because when you're watching 90s movies, 90s black movies, what's happening in all of them in LA?
Drive-by.
But hold on, no, wait. This is how it plans out. That saxophone start playing. That car started going about 8 miles an hour down the street.
That car hit that corner. It start coming up. You see that back window slowly.
That saxophone getting louder.
Hey, Scott acting like the saxophone in the car with them.
Yeah, that's how it be in the movie. Like, all right, if you grew up in a black household, a saxophone was either sexy or sad.
Yeah.
It ain't no other emotion for a saxophone.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You know what? Was any women's things like then, like that, like yo,
no, purses.
So I will say purses. So this
Coach, like a Coach purse back then or something.
Not a Coach, probably a Dooney.
The Dooney and Bourke.
Dooney. So whatever was popular. Like I was. Well, nobody tried to steal anything that I have. I don't think I had anything that anybody wanted to steal. So it wasn't things that I worried about. But again, you do know that there were people who were definitely getting jacked for their Jordans. That was a big thing because, I mean, the price tag has changed, but it ain't changed that much.
No.
Your jewelry, even though it probably wasn't real.
Yeah, I mean, you had a herringbone on, you might get it snatched up.
It might get snatched. You better
hold a Turkish link chain on.
Definitely a Turkish, like all of those were options for you getting for something.
What happened to Turkish link chain? Whatever. Have y'all seen somebody with one on?
Not recently.
Was it this cheap gold and we didn't know it or something like that?
They might have just fell off. Like, I mean, people don't really wear herringbones anymore. So, like, I mean, I've seen them, but it's just not popular. It's not the thing.
Yeah, just like what was that? A Rolex chain. With the chain looked like a band of a Rolex.
Yeah, like I mean, I feel like we could bring Turkish links back. We can bring back Apple beads if you want. Like
bring back a Byzantine.
Right, somebody just gotta throw it on. So like for women, like I said, I don't have a big experience with it, but my assumption would definitely be purses that were anything. That's an expensive item. That's not easy to get. So that's how that goes into Jordans. Because Jordans were released during the week. Little kids were getting robbed or robbing other people for their Jordans. Mm-hmm. So, which is so interesting. I think there was some comedian that had a joke about that. Like, what if it's the wrong size?
I mean, you try to sell it.
Right, like it's the wrong size and shit. But I guess, you would do that. So any purses or Doonies, we'll go with Coach. Anything that would have been just expensive. But then to that point, for someone to rob a woman, ideally a man would take the purse because you want more or less what's in it versus the actual bag. But if it is a nice bag, then you can sell that bag. You can go ahead and get rid of that. Probably jewelry like a chain or something. But women's clothes, I don't have a frame of reference for that. So people in the comments definitely chime in.
Hey, because thanks, there have been some wild shit with chicks out here getting robbed for their tennis skirts.
That's what I'm saying.
If you go to the bathroom, we gonna rip it right off of her.
That's what I'm saying. So like that's what I'm trying to I don't know, maybe like definitely jackets. I mean, so like I know I have my Georgetown Hoyas jacket or like another starter, like you might have starter jackets or whatever. So those, if it was a coveted, it just had to be a coveted item. Because even if you had a starter jacket, there's certain ones, no matter what team you represented, that were the more coveted starter jackets, like the Charlotte Hornets.
Charlotte Hornets.
So you may not have been a fan, but that it was in the middle of like living in the Midwest, but that Charlotte Hornets one was a coveted one. So if you had it, you wore it to school, you may not come back with it. And now your mama want to know what the hell happened to that damn jacket you asked her for.
Where that jacket? I spent $200 on that jacket.
What you mean somebody at school took it? We finna go back up there. I'll be at that school tomorrow morning. We're going to get that jacket back.
Mommy, I think you need to have a gun, mama.
Right. Like, now your mama done went up to the school and cussed out everybody. You got your jacket back though. But it's
Now you can't wear it back to school. Now you gotta go get a regular jacket.
Hey, you can only wear you the regulator to wear that on the weekends only.
Yeah, you can only wear it to your cousin's house.
You with your mama. You can't wear that jacket. You with me.
Cause they're gonna be like, ain't that the jacket you got jacked for in school?
Why you can't wear your jacket, man? Let's wear it to the party.
Okay, my mama say I can only wear it on Saturdays when
I wear it Friday to school.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.